Sophia, so we got such great action in the first film, but it goes even further in part two. And Zach's such an experienced action director. So what's most gratifying about working with him on these scenes that aren't just like these amazing set pieces, but also deliver such great narrative payoff as well?
It was just so exciting for me. I mean, I get the opportunity to work on sets that are live for me, that look exactly the way you see them in the end in the film, and we got the opportunity to immerse ourselves fully in the environment that the characters are in, and we. For me, just having like that's like one shot that we have that Kora comes out of the elevator and goes through. It's like you see it in the trailer, I think. It was just so much fun for me to just evolve with the element and the space, because I used the space where I go on the wall and then hang off the roof, and all of that was fully built the way you see it. I think it just gives you just so much room to exercise the depth of your character.
And Michiel, I was so impressed by your performance because Gunnar, he's not just, this freedom fighter. He's also a symbol of hope for the village. How is it kind of portraying this character that stands for more than just his life? He's, the symbol of the whole village. So how is it kind of portraying, being this larger than life figure that he ultimately becomes?
Yeah, thank you. It was an honor to be allowed to portray that character. And at the same time, while we're doing it, I guess I forget what the character stands for in the greater picture. You just try to identify with your character and try to find the humanity in your character. And that was, I think, easier for me on this one, because he is a bit more relatable, I would think. He's much more of a regular person compared to some of these badass rebels.
And Sophia, you and Ed Skrein are so fantastic together, but it's not just the fights. You also have some great dialogue sequences, these really intense talking sequences. What kind of stood out about him as a performer, beyond just the action, which is fantastic?
Yeah, so I've known Ed from before filming this movie. We almost did about maybe 3 projects together that didn't end up happening. But basically, he's a really kind and sweet person. And when he started to train for the character and really go for who Noble was, I was just taken back, and he was just so intimidating for me to be on set with. That one scene when he comes back in number 2, and I think I killed him, and I'm just shocked to see him before my eyes. I just like, it was just such a strong scene for me, because he really went there physically, first of all, and his face was literally just scary to look at. And for me, like, it just gave me everything that I needed and for those scenes. And he was just like great to just play with, because he goes there, and I think he created a good dynamic. And I had to, after each day of filming with him, I had to remind myself, that's not Ed, that's not Ed. And just sort of shed everything that I felt from him, which is not him. It's like, it's not Ed, it's Noble, it's Noble.